everyone! Today we are here with New Jeans' new song, Ditto. Kind of new song. So, a little bit background story. I haven't seen this music video yet, but I got to read the background story because I realized that if I don't understand the background, then the music video makes no sense to me. So, I realized a couple of interesting facts about this is that there's apparently a side A and a side B. And it's supposed to represent like the cassette tape, so I think that's really cool. So they're really going with these like old style K-pop, or you know, like the old 90s, 80s, 90s. So for those who don't know what a cassette tape is, hopefully you guys know what a cassette tape is. But if you guys don't know, pick it up. It's kind of sad if you guys don't know it, Senji. But that's why I think they have a lot of like people my age, or definitely my my previous generation, because they were used to growing up with cassette tapes. So that's probably why a lot of people like New Jeans. Yes, back in my days. And so it seems that side A, we have to realize that there's a protagonist named Hisu, and side A starts with Hisu turning on the old video cassette tape, and then it kind of connects with the end part of side B. So it's kind of like, you know how cassette tape works, is that you flip the other side, which would be the start of the, you know, that other side. So yeah, it's kind of like a good way of making into a music video, which I think was very smart. Really excited to kind of have that in the background story, so that we'll try to understand. And then the outside story is like the current Hisu, and then the inside story is like the past version. So that's something that we have to identify before we, you know, watch the video. I think this was really smart. And then it seems like there's lots of connection between, so we gotta pinpoint some sections that's probably gonna occur in the next music video, or the, you know, the other music video. And then the main purpose, this like music itself is supposed to be like a their first winter together, since, you know, New Jeans did start this year and they've done so well. They did have kind of like a interesting controversial debate about 1 or 2 songs, but I think it was okay as long as people like them, right? I think it did give them a little viral push, which is always good for new starting K-pop groups. They are supposed to be kind of like a classical old school drum break. I've never heard what type of music that is, but I think that's interesting. And their music genre is apparently a Baltimore club dance. Really never heard of that. I guess I'm learning new things every day. And it seems that they're trying to interpret this New Jeans, this song in like the New Jeans way. So really excited. They're supposed to be very mysterious and everything, and it's supposed to give kind of like the nostalgic vibe. So let's get started on this music video. So do I start with side A or B? So cassette side, side A. And there's the old video cassette tape. That's so nostalgic. Oh.
희수야.
Oh.
희수야 그거 아니야.
Even their like video style is very old. Actually, instead of mysterious, I guess mysterious and scary kind of sounds the same. But like their colors is kind of scary. I feel like it's like Yogugetam, which is a scary Korean video with high school girls. Well, it's kind of like the present. Oh, apparently his name is Pardog, man. Pardog bar. Oh, that guy muy guapo, man. 뭐야.
Stay in the middle, like you a little. Don't want no riddle. 말해줘, say it back, oh, say it, Ditto. 아침이 너무 멀어서 say it, Ditto.
I want to turn on the subtitles.
훌쩍 커버렸어, 함께한 기억처럼. 널 보는 내 마음은 어느새 여름 지나갈 기다렸지. All this time.
What are they doing?
Do you want somebody like I want somebody? 날 보고 웃었지만 do you think about me now? Yeah, all the time. Yeah, all
Oh,
the
it seems
time.
they're filming for the music video in the roof.
내 길었던 하루 난 보고 싶어. 라따따따 울린 심장. I got nothing to lose. 널 좋아한다고.
I guess maybe this song is kind of representing that, like,
Stay in the middle, like you a little. Don't want no riddle. 말해줘, say it back, oh, say it, Ditto. 아침은 너무 멀어서 say it, Ditto.
maybe this song is like Hisu singing it,
Walk in this middle.
or they're singing it for Hisu.
바라던 대로 말해줘, say it
The hi
back, oh,
guapo.
say it, Ditto. I want you so, say it, Ditto.
Wow, that is old style bike, guys, by the way.
항상 다 있던 처음 느낌 그대로 난 기다렸지. All this time.
Yeah, it's kind of love song. Because they're saying, I have nothing to lose. I really like you. Ratatata, your heart is is crying. But I don't want to stay in the middle. So maybe the guy likes them. But then it's Hisu saying, I don't want to stay in the middle. I want you to like me. Or I'm gonna say I like you, and I want you to say ditto. Like, I like you too, ditto. Well, then maybe Hisu dies. 반전. What's this deer for? Why is there a deer? Or it was all a dream. What? 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 That's Hisu, no? You're killing Hisu. Where are you? What? 와, 진짜. I have no clue what's going on. Okay, let me just quickly talk about side A before we go on to side B. But it seems like, I think, from just side A, I think New Jeans are supposed to be Hisu's imaginary friends. So, you know, they're hanging out with her. But, like, in the end, because they're saying, I don't want to be in the middle. So it's like New Jeans singing to Hisu saying, hey, I don't want to be in the middle, like, of you two's relationship. I just want you to tell this guy that you like him, and then hope that he'll say ditto. Because, you know, here she's like filming everything by herself because she's pretending that, like, they're there because that's her imaginary friends. But then Maybe side B is like the point of New Jeans side of view, and that like they're killing Kisu. Well, I guess we have to see side B, but I think that's kind of like what they wanted to say in this music video. I'm not sure. So this is side B. Let's see how the lyrics connect with the side B. So this is the same scene. They did miss the cassette tape opening and everything, but see, and then they just disappear, so they must be imaginary team. Oh, my 팔도 bar. Oh, and then they know, so they must be like the angel.
Do you think about me now? Yeah, all the time. Yeah, all the time. I got no time to lose. 내 길었던 하루. 난 보고 싶어. 라따따따 울린 심장. I got nothing to lose. 널 좋아한다고. 라따따따 울린 심장. But I don't want to stay in the middle. Like you a little. Don't want no riddle. 말해줘, say it back. Oh, say it, ditto. 아침은 너무 멀어. So say it, ditto. I don't want to.
It's that nail polish that they use, guys. But it's gone. So those must be real people, but they're she's imagining she wants to be friends with them. What? Oh, she did.
너를 상상했지 항상 다 있던 처음 느낌 그대로 난 기다렸지 all this time I got nothing to lose 널 좋아한다고 라따따따 울린 심장
Oi?
I don't want to stay in the middle like you a little.
They broke her cassette tape or recorder? What is going on? She dropped it? Oh! Maybe she wants to be friends with them, but she's like, oh, hi, dear! You're that deer again. Wait, but they're dating? 디얼이 뭘까? 희수야 미안? Sorry, 희수? 왜 sorry? That's old memories. So she's reminiscing. She using fandom to help make her childhood happier. She's using fandom. They are like her friends. Breaking the camera is her moving on, accepting reality. The boy is her new friend and drew her attention back. What? Camera is her past. Boyfriend. The girl with the camera is the fan. So the lyrics is kind of like relationship song. That's why they say side A is like the past, guys. And then side B is the reality. But I don't know, maybe breaking camera meaning it's move on. Oh, means so sad though. It's kind of weird putting it in like the fandom way, but I know, so it seems like the producer, when they were filming this, really wanted to think of it more like a fan to idol. So no wonder Hisu keeps filming. But I wonder, so that's why, guys. Okay, I understand. So as you know, if we think of like that, then for side A, since this is the past, right? She is always with them. You know, they filmed this part and then they filmed this. One thing that was also memorable was this scene where they were actually going with Hisu. They're like, let's go together. Right? So they're always with them. And then at the end, they are kind of like, oh, well, like, you know, they were actually like my idol, so I'm still alone, right? And then, but why do she erase Hisu at the end? Why are you... Maybe it's saying, now she's not my fan anymore? Or maybe she moved on, that's why they're erasing her? Because why it was memorable is maybe because this is the adult side. They're like, oh... like this fan has moved on from us, but we'll always watch her from the back. It's so sad, right? Because she just goes by herself, and they're just looking at her from the back. No wonder there's nostalgic. I think it's like she's the fan is maybe moving on because she's grown up. Saying, hey, like, Eugene's, I've supported you when I was young. Well, it's time to move on to my real life. And then camera recording VHS tapes represent past memory. Oh, yeah, that's why they come back here looking at it. And then she turns on the old cassette tape and then she's like, oh, remember the past? Like, I was a bunny back then. So I think this is kind of like talking about, you know how like the old K-pop groups, maybe this is like the story of them, you know, like Shinhwa or HOT, those type of people. You know how like old fans forget about them, but then like they still sometimes look back to the old songs and they're like, or the old like videos that they filmed of their like idol, and they're always like, oh yeah, back then it was kind of like that. So I guess it's kind of representing the old K-pop groups that's kind of like, you know, that we had to move on in between. Whoa. So this is kind of maybe like foreshadowing their future life, is that, guys, it's okay if you guys move on from us, but I hope you guys someday remember that we were always in your heart at one point in your childhood. I think this is because and then the guy here is that she's moved on and found the life of this boyfriend. Because deer kind of represents pure, right? So maybe her pure vibe is gone. Maybe she's not pure anymore. Maybe because like here then the deer leaves, right? They're like, the deer is far away. But the deer was in the snow. Notice she is mostly focusing on them. The only time the focus breaks inside A is them meeting at the water fountain. Wow, this story is so complex. I see why people said it was a little hard to understand the story. Even for me, But I think if you like, I guess you have to do a lot of like thinking and researching and looking deep down. But overall, I never got to do like my overall thing. We've gone straight into like the like analyzing the music video, which was great. I really liked it. So thank you, Josh, for explaining a little more. But I think overall in general, I really had fun in like I really enjoyed analyzing this, and I really love the concept. So New Jeans nowadays are going straight into that nostalgic 80s, 90s vibe. And I think that's really great because a lot of people always say, kind of miss that vibe. Even for like me doing K-pop songs in reaction, sometimes I have lots of songs that I can't adjust to, especially those really, really cute songs. I'm like, oh my God. So it's just cute. But some people had theory like she was in a car crash and the deer was the cause. Not sure. I really like that. Oh yeah. Oh, so there's multiple theories of this song. That's really great. I think that was kind of like the main point of the song is that I think the producer kind of wanted, okay, we'll give you guys the overall what I thought of while making the music video. And he said two things. We want a nostalgic and cassette tape, A side, B side to be there. And we also want you to talk about like the fact that it's going to be representing a fan and the star. That was their main focus here. So this producer was created by the content studio 돌고래 유괴단 and singer-songwriter 검정치마. It was kind of like a collaboration. And so the producer did say that it's supposed to be like Venus, which is the fan club name, and Eugene's story, surprisingly story, like surprise, like unexpected story to be shown in the music video. And then actually there is scene of 검정치마 and 우효, so there's like cameo of them there. So there's different vibes that could be there. So I guess, yeah, that's the only thing they said that was in the interview, being like, that's the two things you guys should look for. So yeah, I love how it's kind of open-ended. You guys can make different theories of what maybe the deer was supposed to represent, the cassette tape. So I love how everyone can be very analytical in terms of their own past memories and stuff. So for me, I did like the theory of saying maybe, yeah, there's kind of saying, hey, you know, like the past you was really like towards us, you know, like really supporting us. And then, you know, you can't support us forever. Like, we'll still be in your heart, but like you have to grow up and get, you know, maybe like meet your significant other that you'll end up marrying and maybe have kids and everything, live a happily ever after life. But don't forget, we'll always be in your heart. Kind of like that kind of vibe, along with this like box thing of like, you know, you can always remember us with that cassette tape that you were filming of us, etc, etc. So not only was it for New Jeans, but I think it was also for maybe like the old K-pop group, and would be a great song for like the old K-pop fans to enjoy, because they probably think the same thing, especially because a lot of like the 2000 Gen 2 K-pop stars are coming, like Kara and everything. We always like kind of was like, you know, had tears in our eyes being like, oh my god, we kind of missed Kara and everything. So I think it's kind of showing that type of vibe for this song, which was amazing. I think a lot of people had to think a lot about this song. So that was all for my music video reaction for Ditto. My conclusion is that very good music video. I think it really helps a lot of fans kind of rethink what they think about like New Jeans, but not just New Jeans, but like old K-pop or any just someone that you'd really admire during your childhood, and kind of relate to the story of this song. So if you guys have other theories, feel free to comment below. But other than that, this was New Jeans Ditto, and yeah, good song. So that's all for my music video reaction. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave comment below. But that's all. Bye guys!